Hey, it's Mike. It's part two of my vinyl finds for this weekend. Just had some more records here that just didn't quite fit in the first video, so I decided to split it into two parts, and this is the second part. So these are just records that I've ordered, or actually one of these I actually bought at a record store, which is very rare for me. And then the rest of them, oh, actually no, one of them I got at a concert. So a little bit different this time. Usually I order everything online, so this is a little bit different. So the first one, this is the new album from the Deftones, Private Music. You've seen me show this in a video before. This is the special deluxe edition that I got for my son. Deftones is his favorite band, and so I ordered him the deluxe with the Obi strip and the big thick like 20-page booklet and the special gold crackled kind of looking vinyl. Looks really cool. So yeah, so I got this, and then I was seeing the variants that are available like in the stores, and my local record store had one of these variants, and I was like, you know, I should really get this album for myself. I really love this album. I think it's really one of their best albums in quite a while. So I decided to go ahead and get the pink variant, which is this ring light is really annoying with these high gloss record covers. So this is the indie store variant in the pink purple kind of looking colored background. Same cover, but just a different colored background. So I picked this up for myself. So I had a copy of it. Came with a booklet too, but it's not the 20-page version that my son got. Instead of having separate pages for each song and the lyrics to each song, this one kind of combines the lyrics onto a couple of pages. So instead of being a 20-page book, it's like an 8-page book. So still really nice little addition there that we get, even with the regular folks like me who just got a regular version and not this fancy deluxe version. The inner sleeve that the record came in looks like so. Printed inner sleeve. And then the vinyl that I got is kind of what they call the gray fog. So yeah, really nice. I would say that after listening to this for quite a while now, I don't know. I think all the songs are really good. My son's favorite song is I Think About You All the Time. That's his favorite. And then my favorite is still Departing the Body. The very last song on this album, Departing the Body, is far and away my favorite song on this album. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. But there's a lot of really great songs. Milk of the Madonna is fantastic as well. So really digging this new album by the Deftones. Hopefully they'll come around and tour again next year and come through Phoenix so I can take my son to another Deftones show. That'd be awesome. So yeah, so that's the first record that I got, and I got that, like I said, at my local record store. I did not order that online. This one I did order online. This is a 10-inch of one of Killing Joke's early singles. This is from their second album called What's This For? And the song is called Follow the Leaders. And the B-side is Tension. So it's got two different versions. It's got a regular version of Follow the Leaders and a dubbed version of Follow the Leaders, and then Tension is the B-side. I picked this up for like $10, and it's in really great shape. And I like collecting 10 inches. I think they're really cool. So Malicious Damage Records. It's got the Clock Malicious Damage label on it that you see in all these early Killing Joke releases. And yeah, dirt cheap. Really cool. Killing Joke. It's the same cover as the singles, or similar. Maybe it's a little different. I forget, but very similar to the singles collection cover. I didn't pull it out to make that comparison, which I should have done. I need to prepare better. So this album, I love this album. I love Tones on Tail, one of my favorite bands. This is the album Pop, and I saw this on Discogs, not this, because I already had this. I actually have two copies of this album. But I saw this. This is the cassette pop. So this is the album pop. This is the cassette pop. And right now, I do not own any cassettes. I've got a cassette by the band Medicine, but I don't ever get it out. It's still sealed. But this is a cassette for the Tones on Tail album pop, but it's called the cassette pop. And I saw it for dirt cheap on Discogs, and I thought, oh, I should actually get a cassette of this. It's not available on CD, just vinyl and cassette. So I got myself a copy. What this is their first album is just called Pop, the only album that Tones on Tail ever released. If you don't know who Tones on Tail is, it's Daniel Ash, the guitarist, singer. He's originally from Bauhaus, and the drummer, Kevin Haskins, he's from Bauhaus. And then Glenn Campling plays bass, and I think keyboards, maybe, and effects and stuff. He was like a roadie for Bauhaus. And so they all got together, did this little side project towards the end of the Bauhaus reign. And I love Tones on Tail. So they put out an album called Pop. This is the album pop, or the cassette pop. And what they did was they took off a couple songs off of the Pop album and released it in the US with 2 songs that were originally just single only. They put those onto the Pop album and called it the album Pop. So that's what that is, and I got a copy. It's on PVC Records and Beggar's Banquet. Really cool stuff. So now I have a cassette. I was thinking kind of in the future for these threads and tags, vinyl tags that we do at the end of the year. A lot of times they'll ask you to show variants, show the record, show the CD, show the cassette or whatever. And I never have cassettes to show, so now I do. Next one, this is a reissue of a live concert performance. Ladytron, one of my favorite bands, electronic band out of the UK. They self-released this live at the London Astoria. This took place on the tour of the Velocifero album. I'll show you my CD there. I do not have it on vinyl yet. I hope to get a copy on vinyl sometime soon. It's a full-length, well, it's like a double album, basically. Tons of songs on there, spanning all the way back from their first album all the way up to Velocifero. Really cool concert recording, no inner sleeves, white vinyl on this reissue, Ladytron. Yeah, I dig it. They are finally reissuing the album The Witching Hour, which is one of my favorite albums of theirs, and it's very expensive right now to try to get a copy on Discogs, well over $100, $150, $200 or more. But they're reissuing it like they've been doing with Light and Magic and 604. They're re-releasing this one, and I've got it on pre-order. So I'm just getting the black vinyl. I think they have like a white vinyl variant and maybe some other variants. I'm not sure, but I don't like white vinyl. If I can avoid white vinyl, I'd rather have black. So that's on order. So keep an eye out if you're a Ladytron fan. Go order your copy of The Witching Hour. Fantastic album. It's got the song Destroy Everything You Touch, which is one of their biggest hits. Now this next one, this is an album that by a band that I've loved them ever since high school. And this is the one album that's been eluding me, and I've seen it. I saw it at a record show. The last time I went down to Tucson for a record show, I saw it, and it was pretty beat up, and it was like $50. I'm like, I'm not paying $50 for a beat up punk record. So I'm gonna wait it out, find a nice copy. I just kind of kept checking Discogs, and finally found a copy of Dawn of the Dickies. And look at this, really nice looking copy back from 1980. Album came out in 79, but this, I guess it's a reissue, but it was pressed in 1980, the year after. So it's a really early pressing, US pressing on A&M Records. This features the song Fan Mail. That song's been in my head like literally all day. I went out and got donuts for the kids this morning, and I was listening to Spotify, and I put on this album, and Fan Mail has just been stuck in my head all day. Also, it has Attack of the Mall Men, which is one of my all-time favorite Dickies songs. So really cool stuff. If you don't know the Dickies, they're just a really late 70s, early 80s punk band, kind of in the vein of kind of like a Ramones, but really schlocky and funny and humorous. They do covers of Black Sabbath. They did a cover of the Banana Splits theme song, if you're old enough to remember that. Seals and Marty Krofft show, the Banana Splits. They do a cover of that. I love them. I think they're fantastic, and glad to finally have a copy of this. Dawn of the Dickies. This is their second studio album. So cool stuff. There it is again on A&M Records. So cool. Last but not least, I went to a concert 2 nights before the Fix concert. I went with a friend to see a shoegaze band out of Philly called Nothing, and I've mentioned them. I did a shoegaze type video pretty recently and showed a couple of their records. Well, I went to the concert to see them. They were playing with another band called Whirr, WHIRR. I wasn't sure if it was like a double bill, like if they were just swapping, but I think it's pretty much Whirr is the main band and then Nothing is opening for them, which I think should be opposite. I think Nothing is just awesome. I think they should be the headliner, but they weren't. And they had some vinyl on their merch table, so I picked up a copy of this album, their latest album, their fourth studio album called The Great Dismal. So it's got this little kind of Obi strip kind of deal on it going through it. The album cover is just dreadful. I saw somebody mention it online or whatever, and it's so true. The album artwork is just I'm just going to leave the Obi here because there's just nothing going on with this album cover that needs to be mentioned or admired. But anyway, their fourth album, I would say the songs I really like: Say Less, April Ha Ha, Famine Asylum. Those 3 songs they played at the show, they were really good. I'm going to listen to this album more and get into the rest of the songs, but I really like those 3 songs, and I got to see them perform those live. Picked that record up at the merch table, so I'm giving money directly to the band, which is cool. I could have ordered it through Amazon or whatever, but I decided to get it directly from them. And this is it on yellow vinyl, opaque vinyl, which I'm not crazy about, but it's fine. It's what they had. I will put a clip. I recorded a couple of their song performances. Usually I'll do like several throughout a show, but there were a lot of kids at this show, and by kids I mean like people in their 20s, and there was like a mosh pit, and they were shoving and pushing, and it was really kind of hard to keep my phone steady and try to get video, but it was a great show. They sounded really good. I didn't stay for Whirr. I took off because I was tired and I'm an old man. There was an opening band before Nothing. So it was a weeknight. I had to go to school. I had to go to work early the next morning. So I didn't stick around, but that's fine. It was really a great show. And what was I going to say? So I videoed the song. I think it's called like 0 Day. I'll mention it in the comments or whatever on the video in YouTube, and just stay to the end and you'll see the video or whatever them performing. I mean, it's not the greatest video, but I did my best. And so that was Ladytron, Dickies, Nothing. Really cool stuff. So thanks for watching. That's it for my video, I think. 2 in 1 weekend. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I've got bunch of stuff coming in, pre-orders and other records that I've ordered using my credits that I've been getting for selling my stuff. So stay tuned for all of that, and thanks for watching. Love you guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. See ya.